It comes as no surprise that when you're a billionaire, you can buy anything your heart desires, from luxury cars to private jets. These toys can be all yours. Today, we're going to look at the most extravagant homes of the world's richest people. We're going to start off with none other than the most famous entrepreneur in the world right now, Elon Musk. Most notably known for being the CEO of Tesla, founder of SpaceX, and Twitter memer. He has amassed a net worth of over $75 billion, giving him the purchasing power to spend lavishly on multiple properties. But we won't be talking about the homes he owns, but rather the homes he's selling. Because after his May the 1st tweet stating, "I am selling almost all physical possessions, will own no house," he has listed 7 houses up on the market in the space of 2 months, and 6 of those are in the posh neighborhood of Bel Air. As for why he's doing this, he stated it's because houses are not a good use of time, when he can be spending it developing rockets going to Mars. Talk about commitment. The 7 mansions on the market are worth a collective $135 million in asking price. Up first, we have the house Elon Musk and his 5 sons currently live in, which is a 20,000 square foot mansion situated on 1.6 acres in the Los Angeles Bel Air neighborhood. The home features 7 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a giant screening room, pool, tennis court, 2-story library, gym, and even a wine cellar. Not to mention the view overlooks the prestigious, exclusive Bel Air Country Club, the city, and the Pacific Ocean. It is a price tag of $30 million. Musk also bought 2 other houses on the same street, and another 3 $25 million houses were also put up for sale by Musk. One of them being a 100-year-old, 16,000 square foot Mediterranean-style mansion boasting 10 bedrooms, bay views, hiking trails, and a ballroom. A $9.5 million ranch said to be the former home of movie star Gene Wilder, who did play Willy Wonka in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, is also owned by Mr. Musk and up for sale. It was used as the school for Elon Musk's kids, but now someone else can snag up this historical property. Next up, we have the richest person in the world and founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Bezos owns the largest house in Washington, D.C., which is a massive 27,000 square foot mansion that was once a textile museum, and it's going through a $12 million renovation to combine it with another large mansion. The home was built for $23 million in cash and in the posh Calorama neighborhood where the Obamas and Kushners also happen to live. He also bought a Spanish-style mansion for $24.5 million back in 2007 in Beverly Hills. He owns 3 linked penthouse apartments in Central Park Towers, right above Central Park in New York City, which is worth around $8 million, and a $40 million mansion in Medina, Washington, where his neighbors with Bill Gates. To top it all off, Mr. Bezos owns a 30,000-acre ranch in Texas, making him the 28th largest private landowner in America. Next up, we have the founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates. Perhaps the most notable property in his real estate portfolio is a 66,000 square foot lakeside home in Medina, Washington, worth an estimated $150 million. The estate has a trampoline room, 2,300 square foot reception hall, 7 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, a 60-foot swimming pool with an underwater music system, a 2,500 square foot gym, which is as big as the average house in America, and a library with a hidden doorway which leads to a room containing a bar. Now, I've got to admit, that is actually quite a secretive hideaway, wouldn't you say? Each room comes with its own touchpad to control the room environment, such as temperature, music, and lighting. Elsewhere, he has multiple houses in California, including a $43 million mansion in San Diego and an $18 million horse ranch in Santa Fe. In Florida, he has an estimated $8.7 million house where his daughter Jennifer usually resides. And if Mr. Gates wants to escape city life, he has a private island in Belize called Grand Bogue Cay, valued at $25 million. Not bad for the man worth over $90 billion. The 4th man on this list has made a name for himself by being one of the smartest investors in history, Warren Buffett. Just like his investments in his multi-billion-dollar holding company Berkshire Hathaway, his investments in property have been cautious and very profitable. But despite being worth well over $70 billion, he is one to rarely splash out on any real estate. Warren Buffett famously still lives in the same Omaha, Nebraska 6,500 square foot home he bought in 1958 for $31,000, which is now valued at around $800,000. He also has a beachfront vacation home in Laguna Beach, California, which is up for sale for $11 million. But even this wasn't an expensive buy because it was originally bought in 1971 for just $150,000. The 3,600 square foot Emerald Bay house is just steps from the Pacific Ocean. It has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and several balconies with amazing views. Looks like even his houses are amazing investments. The next person on our list is someone who has been in the midst of a lot of controversy, including with the United States government itself. Does the name Mark Zuckerberg ring a bell? Well, the Facebook founder and billionaire is worth over $90 billion and has a very extensive real estate portfolio, to say the very least. Mr. Zuckerberg has 10 properties in total, lives in a 5,600 square foot home in Palo Alto, and has bought a 5-bedroom house in May 2011 for only $7 million. The house has since had a custom-made artificial intelligence installed, as seen in the Iron Man films, and can allow for Zuck to control his entire house through just saying something. Inside, there is a spacious kitchen, wooden floors, banquet-sized dining rooms, and plenty of windows allowing for sunlight. The house also has a large back garden, saltwater swimming pool, and lush, detailed landscaping. Mark also bought the 4 homes surrounding his main Palo Alto residency for $43 million to ensure his privacy. You know, just typical billionaire stuff, right? Mr. Zuckerberg also owns a 5,500 square foot townhouse in San Francisco and spent $59 million on 2 adjacent private waterfront estates on Lake Tahoe. The crown jewel to Mr. Zuckerberg's portfolio is the $100 million, 750-acre land across an isolated stretch of beach, which is on Kauai's North Shore, located in Hawaii. He plans to set up 700 acres of property for extravagant family getaways. The land has 2,500 feet of ocean frontage, as well as a working organic farm. Number 6. The billionaire co-founder and CTO of Oracle, Larry Ellison, is a name that cannot be left out of this list when talking about the most extravagant homes of the world's richest people. Perhaps the most avid trophy home buyer of them all, he quite simply has a portfolio of property so luxurious that it simply will shock you. His home, Ellison Estate, which is situated in Woodside, California, is valued at $200 million after more than 9 years of renovations and construction. The home is 23 acres large and modeled after a 16th century Japanese imperial palace. The Japanese influence is clearly seen in this estate, which includes a tea house, koi pond, and many expensive trees such as cherry blossoms, which are native to Japan. The compound also boasts a bathhouse and man-made lake. He is obviously an admirer of Japanese culture, as he ended up purchasing a garden villa in Kyoto, Japan, that was reportedly listed for somewhere in the ballpark range of $86 million. He also owns as many as 24 properties in Malibu, including at least 10 on a stretch of Carbon Beach, also known as Billionaire's Beach. His total spending on properties in Malibu alone is somewhere between $200 million to $250 million. He has at least $100 million in properties in Nevada. And the truth of the matter is, Mr. Ellison owns so many properties that it would take too long to continue to list them all out. But one specifically worth mentioning is Ellison Island, his largest single investment to date. In 2012, Ellison paid a reported $300 million to buy 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai. The land includes 90,000 acres of land, 3,000 residents, and 2 Four Seasons hotel resorts. Whether he's going to get his investment back with time is really a question for the future, but one thing is for certain. The beautiful resorts, Hawaiian sunsets, clear beaches, and lush forests is definitely something only us mere mortals dream of owning. So there you have it. These are the most extravagant homes of the world's richest